Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
Any car owner during his practice damages his car in some incidents. When reselling your vehicle, its original price will decrease due to the appeared defects. And here is the difference between these prices and is called loss of market value of the car. In order not to spend all your salary only on your iron friend, you can apply to services that repay this difference under certain circumstances. The situation must fit the insurance contract. OSEGO requires to take into account the laws passed by legislation. CASCO, laws approved by a particular insurance fund. The affected car must fall within the age category designated by the holding. The average age is no more than 3 years for our brands and about 10 years for foreign manufacturers. Wear and tear does not exceed the limit of 35% for native cars and 40% for foreign cars. You must drive no more than 50,000 kilometers for domestic manufacturers and 100,000 kilometers for foreign cars. You will not be paid UTS if the point is spelled out in the agreement with the insurance firm. The credit of your expenses has already been exhausted or the amount specified in the agreement will not cover the repair of transport. But you can take the missing amount. Any documents necessary when giving money are missing. It is extremely important to have a form from MTPL or CASCO. The expert company cannot make a decision due to external factors. I would like to note that payment is made regardless of what part of the body suffered. Even if you trivial scratched your car, you are guaranteed reimbursement of losses. Therefore, if you are familiar with your rights and are sure of your rightness, and insurers still reject your case, feel free to go to court. In the history of such meetings, the owner of transport very rarely lost the process. How to calculate UTS? A single method of calculation is chosen initially by the firm and agreed with the owner. The main methods of calculation are DOJ method, Halbgevax method, method of the guidance document. Below we will go into detail about the pros and cons of each approach. MTPL is compulsory motor liability insurance, and all calculations are made based on these standards. An important fact, if you did not conclude an agreement with the concern, then you cannot claim for money. Read also, how to save the car doused with acid, and whether CASCO will help here. The method of the Ministry of Justice, the calculation of UTS, can be performed, guided by the generally accepted method. The approach is based on the formula C equals S asterisk sigma P slash 100. C is the difference between the market price of the car and its current value. S is the value before the damage. P is the coefficient determined by the expert directly for each damaged part. The expert will examine each part and, depending on the work done on it earlier, will write a conclusion. Any worker in this field is guided by a list of criteria for each part. For example, if welding was done on the part, it loses about 20% of the initial key. Individually, you won't bill it. You need a professional estimating eye for that. Nowadays, you will spend about 1,500 rubles for this, not such a large sum. Halbgevax method, it is considered to be one of the most acceptable and popular ways, but the calculation is carried out by slightly different criteria. The car should be no older than 5 years, 3 years for local brands. CR/CN asterisk 100%, price of new car, price of broken car. The result exceeding 40% is subjected to further calculation according to the formulas. A equals CO/CR asterisk 100%, B equals SR/CM asterisk 100%, cost of materials, cost of repair, amount total. Determine the rationality of the loss of trade value of the vehicle under MTPL in 2018. Variables A and B are entered to denote the coefficient K from the list of criteria for each part. UTS equals K/100 asterisk, CR plus CO is the final formula. The main advantage of this method is the possibility of calculation by an amateur. Guidance document method, even experts will not refer to this technique. It is purely referential and outdated. The complex operation of calculations will not allow you to deduce the result yourself, so we will not dwell on it, since the conclusion will not be accepted by any authorities. But to give you an idea of the approach, we will demonstrate the formula. Y total equals Y car plus YL plus Y ochre plus Y cuz. Y total is the total loss from the initial price. Y car is the cost of restoring all broken parts. YL is the cost of repairing the removed body parts. Y ochre is the cost of painting. Y cuz is the cost of changing the body or straightening the existing one. By comparing the above suggested options with the guideline document method, you have seen its confusing nature. Read also, what benefits gives the KBM coefficient, why it is needed and how to find out its size, necessary actions, and the order of registration. How to get CMTPL insurance. Payment of UTS under CMTPL insurance has been made since 2005 after the adoption of the law. All you have to do is write an application and look at other drivers' advertisements to know what the approximate amount will be in the future. When negotiating with your insurance company for PTC, always keep copies of the documents needed to resolve the incident. Statement. Passport of the person to whom the property belongs. PTS. STS. Driver's licenses of all persons listed in the application. A power of attorney if you are not the owner. It also happens that firms rephrase the text of the law in their own way and try to bypass the requirement you put forward, but do not despair. The court in most cases will defend your claim. The main thing is that your papers were in good order. Are the rules for CMTPL and CASCO different? Compensation of CMTPL under CMTPL does not have any special difference from compensation of CMTPL under CASCO. The only difference is that when recovering UTS under CASCO, you will not be required to have a technical inspection, while CASCO makes an inspection of the vehicle through a specialist and attaches the alarm indicators to them, getting rid of responsibility for previous cases of deformation of the car. We strongly advise you conclude MTPL and CASCO with the same entrepreneur, as you will get a discount from 3 to 10%. Be meticulous about the terms of the deal to choose the best terms of service. In conclusion, I will briefly summarize your basic actions in the event of an accident. If your car fits all the characteristics described above, fill out an application at the office and wait for a response. If it does not arrive soon, file a lawsuit in court. Often in this position, it is better to consult an attorney. Their services on this issue will not get a large sum from your wallet. In conclusion, understanding the cash conversion cycle, or CCC, is essential for evaluating a company's efficiency in managing its cash flow. By analyzing the three key components, days inventory outstanding, days sales outstanding, and days payable outstanding, you can gain valuable insights into how quickly a business converts its investments into cash. Remember, a shorter CCC indicates better performance and liquidity, while a longer cycle may signal potential issues. By applying these concepts, you can make more informed decisions and enhance your financial analysis skills. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this information helpful.